and I work for a global company called Liedos. Liedos is a technology, science and engineering company with over 40,000 people working for us worldwide, and we operate across all 7 continents, and we even help people get into space. I've got my feet firmly on the ground though. I'm based in Glasgow in the UK, and I work as a talent development business partner. So what that means is that I help our talent or our people to develop their skills and experience, get some more confidence, and hopefully enjoy their jobs just that little bit more. There's lots of different ways that I help people to do that. So typically I would be involved in things like creating and running training courses or workshops. Sometimes I'll be writing blogs or articles or social media posts. I also help out with designing pages for our intranet, so we can share information with people working across the business. Sometimes I also do presentations. Not my favourite part of my job, I have to admit, but it's a really important way to get information across to people. There's also some projects I get involved in. So one of them earlier this year was our global engagement survey, and that was where we asked everybody in Liedos across the world to tell us what they thought about working here. And I was in a team where we got to look at the results of all that, and it was really interesting to see what people said and to try and find ways that we could make the workplace better for people. I also get to be part of our social committee at work, so that involves things like arranging fun events and activities for people that work at Liedos, bowling nights, escape rooms. More recently it's been virtual, so murder mysteries, quiz nights, virtual mug painting even. And it's a great way to get some of our people together and get to know each other a wee bit more outside of their day jobs. It's not all fun, I would say there's lots of hard work involved too, but there's definitely lots of bits that I really enjoy about my job. Never a dull moment. In a typical day I would work usually from 8:30 in the morning till 5 o'clock at night. Technically I would work longer than that most days, but only because I choose to. I really enjoy what I'm doing, and so I do tend to do a little bit of extra work. I would do most of my work on my laptop, so there's lots of answering emails, going to meetings. So outside of pandemic, that would be meetings in the office or at cafes or wherever people are that I need to be helping. During pandemic, most of that's done virtually from home, so conference calls and things like that. I also will spend quite a lot of my day designing things or writing things, or coming up with graphics and pictures for things, and just talking to people about what it is they need and how I best can help them. One really cool thing about my job just now is that I'm working with 2 of my co-workers to support people to learn some British Sign Language, and so that's why you could see me trying at least to sign my name at the start of this video. 2 of my colleagues are deaf, and it's been quite tricky for them to stay in touch with everybody whilst we're all working from home, and so we've come up with some taster sessions about sign language. We've got a part on our intranet, and we're also working to get captions and transcripts on all our videos to make sure that everybody can be included. In terms of workplace, I'm based in Glasgow in an office called Sky Park. It's in amongst lots of shops and restaurants, so there's lots of things happening around the office. The office itself is quite high up in the building, so it's got a lovely view over the Glasgow city skyline, and there's plenty of space, and there's a big area called Collaboration Zone in our office where you can go and have your lunch or catch up with people and have meetings and things like that too. I work in a small team. There's just 2 of us up in Glasgow, and then there's another 2 that are based down south in England. So usually outside of pandemic I would get to travel to these other offices as well, and meet up with people there. In terms of advice I would give myself when I was younger, I would probably say try not to stress too much about choosing your career path right now for your whole rest of your life. When I was younger I felt a lot of pressure to live up to expectations from my parents, my teachers, and I thought that my decision right now, that was it for the rest of my life. And in hindsight now, I know that that was not the case. People change, jobs change, the world changes, as we've found out this past year. So many things can change that whatever decision you make now, there's no wrong path. You can't really go wrong. Whatever job or path you take, you'll be learning new skills, and they could be transferable skills into something else. In terms of things that people give me advice about that might be quite useful for you to know, one person told me, go and volunteer. Whatever you're doing with your education or career, go and volunteer, and I'm so glad that I listened to them. When I was at school, took a volunteer job in a local charity shop, and then I built up lots of retail skills and met new people, and it just gave me something different to do outside of school. And then that led to me getting a paid job in a big supermarket. And then through the supermarket, I took on some shifts in the office there, so that once I'd finished uni, and I did a business degree at uni, once I'd finished that, I was able to get my next job in a business role because I'd worked in that supermarket office. So definitely I would encourage people to volunteer, something that I still love to do outside my job now. The other thing was, somebody told me life starts on the edge of your comfort zone, and it sounded a little bit odd to me at the time, but it's so true. There's so many times in my career where I've felt a bit nervous or unsure about something, or I'm not quite sure that I want to go ahead with it, but I've just really pushed myself. Each step that I've taken outside that comfort zone has helped me really to build my skills and confidence, and I'm then able to look back and think, yes, brilliant, I nailed that, I feel so much better for doing that. So I definitely would, if you can, try and stick with those words. Life starts on the edge of your comfort zone. So that's about it for now. Thank you very much for listening to this video, watching this video, and I hope that you have a great career. Thank you. Bye.